We have Saima Shafi. She is a pottery enthusiast working to revive pottery in the valley. Sajid Yusuf Khan Shah is in charge of BJP media cell in Kashmir. Farhana Bhatt is an actor. Amit Raina, spokesperson of Roots in Kashmir. Sarfaraz Wani is a young advocate of Jammu and Kashmir. I'm going to begin with you, Saima. Local artisans and this entire marrying of technology and innovation. What has changed in the last 10 years? Or let me be more specific. What has changed in the last 4 years since the abrogation?
I guess after the all the technologies and the social media is there, artisans are more freely on the platform and people can see them, and many artists are encouraged from time to time, and there are many schemes that have been launched here for the artisans. At the we got the UNESCO status of Srinagar in the craft sector. We are at the international level for our craft in Sozni work, and even many artists were they were awarded at the national level. So yes, it is the boost for the artisans, and they are taking more interest into the art.
So talking about the other art, which is Farhana Bhatt's art, which is essentially as an actor. Farhana, is there more acceptance and recognition of Kashmiri artisans, art, I would say? Because, what is becoming clear is that Kashmir is today a buzzing rap center. So that entire youth and their aspirations are coming out. Will you be in agreement with me?
Absolutely, and the biggest evidence in its support is the onset and coming back of cinema after 3 decades in Kashmir speaks for itself. And as an artist, I will say that now there is more acceptance in the society as a Kashmiri artist who can work wherever, maybe in Kashmiri platforms or Bollywood or internationally as well. And now as we are going so far in this journey as an artist, as a Bollywood actor, musician, or any other scriptwriter, cinematographer, or anything which is connected to the Bollywood, that we are getting that acceptance. We are actually starting our own industry. We are starting our own platforms in Kashmir, where actually people from outside Kashmir, outside world are coming to Kashmir to shoot on their scripts, to shoot for these specific projects on their movies. And now I think there is no restrictions, and people are more comfortable and more happy to come to Kashmir and shoot for their music videos, for their short films in Kashmir. And now they are not in any of second thought whether we should go to Kashmir or we should shift to some other place like Shimla or any other place. So I think this is the biggest achievement after the abrogation of Article.
Okay, so there are a lot of good stories emerging from Kashmir because of abrogation of Article 370 post that. And we have also Shaila Rashid, Kashmiri activist. Shaila, the old Kashmir and the new Kashmir. The difference is clear. But as a Kashmiri, from being a staunch critic of abrogation of Article 370 to now talking about its impact and its benefits, tell us about the changes that you are witnessing with regards to your family that is there.
Thanks for having me on your show, Marya. First of all, I remember in 2011, I wrote my first angry post. I was still a college student at that time. And what angered me was that the Honorable Prime Minister at that time, Dr. Manmohan Singh, when he was visiting the valley, he was visiting Kashmir Valley, there was a total comms gag. The internet was shut down. The mobile towers disappeared. SMS was banned. And I was so angry, like throughout the day, I didn't do anything. And I just wrote my first angry blog post. And thus began my journey of, becoming a human rights activist, as someone concerned about these things. For those who have seen the situation, observed the situation since then, today, the fact that a prime minister came to the valley, to Srinagar city itself, and there was no comms gag, there was no slowing down of the internet. We were using the broadband at full speed. We were using 5G. And we were, doing SMS and everything as usual. The fact that, back then in 2011, the security situation probably required the comms gag. But today, the fact that the Prime Minister was in the valley and there was not even slowing down of the internet, I think that itself, I can talk about 100 parameters. But the fact that there was no internet gag, no comms gag, that shows you how far we have come and how much confidence the government has in the security situation of today, touchwood.
So you have chosen the example of internet. As a politician, Sajid, is there a sense of looking forward to elections? Because, whatever said and done, it was a state which is now a union territory, and the government continues to maintain that at an appropriate time, the statehood will be restored.
Yeah, absolutely. See, when it comes to the elections, it is the ECI who has to take the call of the elections. As far as the elections are concerned, we all are aware that right now the people of Jammu and Kashmir, especially the state craft, they are right now busy with the elections, parliament elections I'm talking about. They are busy with the parliament election and they are preparing for the parliament elections. And as far as the assembly elections are concerned, I hope that will take place when the ECI will get the, I can say, deadline, or when the ECI will get the green signal. So all these things, when it comes to elections, all these things or all these decisions has to be taken by the ECI, not by any particular political party, be the ruling opposition or any.
Yes, but Sarfaraz Wani, what Prime Minister said in that rally that he addressed, he also made a point about what was earlier known as the politics of the state, which was largely about the two players, the National Conference and the PDP. Do you think the BJP has a chance there now, with them making abrogation as the central talking point? And we heard some sound bites also of the Pahadis, the members of that community who are now enjoying the benefits of reservation. Do you think that they can be the potential vote catchers for the BJP?
Well, I will tell you the reason why.
Am I to speak?
That's for Sarfaraz.
Okay. Well, I think there were a lot of hopes from this visit, because the timing of the visit is that this is the first visit after the abrogation of Article 370. Prime Minister has never visited, particularly Kashmir, after the revocation of 370. But I will call this, after all these praises by my fellow panelists, I will say this visit was a nugatory visit. There was nothing as such, because after the revocation of 370, see how the businesses were shut. See how much unemployment is there in Jammu and Kashmir, and how much people were expecting that there will be some huge package from the Prime Minister, because this was his first visit after doing all with this place, after scrapping the special status, making us a union territory. At least we expected a package from the Prime Minister of the country. I don't see any such package. Where is the package for the tourism? Where is the package for the young youth who are jobless? Second, this visit signifies in one hand that, okay, now I have come, everything is okay, Jammu and Kashmir is normal. Please tell me, where is statehood now? You have promised to the people in the parliament that once we will make everything okay. Are you saying there is no normalcy? You need more time to bring normalcy. Where is the statehood? Number third, the mannerism in which you held this event. You brought in government employees and told them, okay, shut your offices, come to my event. Is this the way an event is to be held? Just for managing votes, winning these seats, you bring in people, you show off strength by bringing government employees and using the state machinery.
Okay.
Is this the way BJP holds events?
Okay. So I will
know
ask
the fellow panelists here, some have
I'll ask
got
Amit
security,
Raina to
some have got
respond
jobs.
to all those points that have been made and concerns that have been expressed by Sarfaraz Wani.
No, see, there is already a commitment given by the central government to Supreme Court that they will hold elections before September 30th. So I think on that front, elections will happen.
It's not a commitment. They were directed to hold it by September 30th.
There's an affidavit filed by the Attorney General of this country. So I don't know if you understand what, you're a lawyer, you should understand what affidavit
that has come in the judgment itself. They haven't directed to hold elections. I don't want to
affidavit filed. I was there. I was part of the petition anyway. So there is an affidavit filed. There's a directive by the Supreme Court, and Government of India is conceded to that agreement as of today. Now coming to the issue, see, one needs to understand the difference the Kashmir has seen in last 4 years. I still remember the rally of 2014, first visit of Prime Minister Modi to Kashmir, where people were hiding their faces. It's not that people did not visit that rally, people were hiding their faces. People were wearing masks, women were wearing dupatta and hijab. to ensure that no one identifies them. Their neighbors, the separatists, the terrorists should not identify them. And you look at the stark difference in today's rally. The people of Jammu and Kashmir, the people of Kashmir wanted selfies with Prime Minister. They were open. They wanted to tell the Prime Minister of this country about the achievements they have made, about the problems they
And
face. Look at the
what had
number of
government
people.
employees to do?
Please,
What had
let's
government
not do
employees
stone.
to do in the
Let's
rally?
not do stone pelting. I'm talking. Once I'm over, you can counter it. And there are people. There were people there were even children who called Prime Minister Modi as their hero, as their idol, and wanted selfies with them. There are enough videos already in the social media from Srinagar itself. We have seen thousands of people in queue wanting to be part of that rally, the Prime Minister of India's rally. Uh, on infrastructure fund, there is already investment of 7,000 crore. There is commitment from Middle East, UAE, Saudi on thousands of crores being pumped into Jammu and Kashmir. We have seen hundreds of manufacturing industries coming in Jammu. We have seen record number of tourist activities happening in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, which all leads to the creation of employment. Now, I do not understand this mindset of कि मुझे सरकारी नौकरी चाहिए. That is the concept of job. The employment is the criteria, and all the triggers and all the
They want to
enablers that are
MNC
needed
it.
to
They
create
want
this
MNC.
employment have been created by this government. Yes, there are miles. There is enough more to be done. I'm not saying that enough more is
Name the
not to be
MNCs.
done. But
Name
look
the
at
three
in last
MNCs which are
4 years,
targeted,
there's not been a
which
single
are
band
invested.
call. How many economic days we have saved? How many economic productive days we had? We had zero loss of education days. We have seen zero stone pelting in
Okay.
2023. We have seen
Yes.
number of terrorist attack dropping by
Okay.
67% on
Let
civilian
let
killing.
me bring back the women, please. Saima Shafi, talking about connectivity, because you're working to revive the pottery industry, and connectivity is a very important issue here. Is there a sense that Kashmir today is far more connected with the mainland India than it was earlier?
I guess yes, it is, because there are so many ways we are connected, and right now, like this, I am on NDTV. People can see me. I am from Kashmir, so you are connecting me with the rest of the people. So these are the means how people know us, and more people are flowing to Kashmir to see Kashmir, and more people are visiting the local artisans. They are preferring to buy the handicrafts from the local artisans directly from themselves. Then somebody going from here, they used to go out and then sell the products. But now there is that connectivity gap has decreased definitely, and yes, it is much better than before.
Farhana, your thoughts on what Sarfaraz Wani is saying, and also to what Amit Raina said, the shift that was there on Kashmiris attending the rally of Prime Minister Modi. What it was earlier, you tried to cover your faces, to now getting a selfie with the Prime Minister, telling him about your stories, sharing those stories with him.
Absolutely, it is a drastic change. If we talk about like 2014, around when it was Prime Minister was in town, he was in Srinagar, and no one else wants to go to his event. And even if people want to go, they were covering their face, as Sir said. And today, people are eager to meet our Prime Minister, that too without any covering of their face and without any fear. And actually, they are bragging about it, that we are going to meet the Prime Minister of our country. And talking about the restoration of the statehood, I think
yes,
in order to think about it and take that decision, I think there are many other parameters which need to be taken consideration before that step has to be taken. As a Kashmiri, as as a civilian person, I can't just say that if you said something, you will do it in a year. Why is it not happening? Maybe there is something they need to take care of before they can restore the statehood. Maybe there are a lot of things which need to be taken care of. Maybe it is for the betterment of our people only, betterment of us only, and that is why it is delaying. It's not like they said they will get it done in 1 year or in a specific period of time, and it did happen. That means they are lying to us. It means they are working on it, and it is maybe taking some more time because a lot of things are there to take care of.
Why?
A lot of parameters are there.
Sarfaraz, there are two women who are all Kashmiris, and they feel that they're not questioning the sincerity or the intent here. So should this government be given a little more time, because there is a greater degree of celebration that we are witnessing? The G20 summit, which was almost unthinkable, say a few years ago. There are theatres that are opening up. Women are coming out on the streets. They are out till the late evening. Isn't that a visible change in the life, the mindset of Kashmiris today?
Before 4 years, it was a dream to host something like G20 in Kashmir and be a part of it as a Kashmiri and interact with other ambassadors of the Kashmir. And by holding it in our country, we actually sent a message globally that Kashmir is not a place of crisis, it's not a conflict zone. We are now approaching towards stability, towards a better future, and we are now a peaceful and prosperous state.
Okay.
Which is a part of India.
Sarfaraz, a quick word from you, and then I'll give the last word and the final word to Shaila.
My question is only one. I am not against people hugging our Prime Minister. After all, he's my Prime Minister also. He's their Prime Minister also. But my question is, why were government employees roped in? Why did you brought in 40,000 government employees and asked them to attend the event? Why did you make them lose their offices and their jobs there?
Why did you get this figure of 40,000 government employees were roped in?
What is the university?
That has been shared by everybody. You can check it.
You
see the interviews where the buses were brought in by the JKSRTC and the government employees. 4,000-5,000 JK Bank employees were asked to attend the event.
Who has been? What is that? There people want to meet the Prime Minister.
How much can you deny?
Aren't government employees citizens of India?
You can deny to an extent.
Aren't government employees resident of Jammu and Kashmir?
Why did government employees
don't they have the right to meet their Prime Minister?
I am saying so love for Prime Minister. He's my Prime
figure
Minister.
Anyone. At least, you admit that 40,000 people attended that rally, because I have been hearing another story. They were not even 10,000 people. So please, let's not get into this WhatsApp university game.
You brought in employees.
People of Jammu and Kashmir, irrespective of what profession they are into, have all the right to be part of a function.
You issued the diktats. Okay, you will be fired tomorrow.
How is this really a diktat?
We will fire you.
Okay.
This is a diktat.
So, Sarfaraz, you are saying that there was a diktat that was issued. Okay,
I said you already that I am not against people hugging my Prime Minister. As I said, my Prime Minister also. But why did you brought in the government employees? That is my question.
Okay, so you have an issue as to why government employees attended this rally of the Prime Minister. Amit Rana, a quick response on that, please.
No. One, see, this is again a fake narrative being deliberately circulated. One, the government employees are very much citizens of this country. They are residents of Jammu and Kashmir. They have the right to attend a function which is being presided by Prime Minister of India. Second, he let him show the diktat and let him show the orders which he claims to have been there, where they will be sacked if they don't attend. I know many employees who did not attend. There were people who have attended. There are people who have not attended. It was a program of the Prime Minister of India. On the stage, there were only people who held some constitutional post. You did not see a single BJP functionary up on the stage. So there was a union minister, there was LG, and there was a sitting member of parliament. So it was a purely government function, and people had right to be in a part of the program which was being presided by Prime Minister of this country.
Okay, Shaila, the Prime Minister in Jammu and Kashmir, Srinagar, because of course he has been to Jammu recently as well, but the significance of today as a Kashmiri for you?
The significance is that today we did not have, our biggest problem is that we did not have a large enough stadium to host all the people who wanted to attend the rally. So you might have noticed we were running a social media campaign as citizens, Salam Modi and Shukran Modi, and my volunteers, they also asked me, we also want to go, we also want to attend in person, right? And I had to tell them there is no space left. And today, if we had a stadium which would have, say, a capacity of 2 lakh people, I think even that would have been filled up. That is the significance of this event. You've seen Salam Modi trending at number 1, and this was a campaign completely by the locals. You've seen Shukran Modi, a campaign completely by the locals, by the youth of Pulwama, of North Kashmir, of Srinagar, who are coming forward. And this is beyond party lines. This is beyond this whole political electoral narrative. Prime Minister Modi represents peace, development, and a new era, a new Kashmir. He represents the hope of a new Kashmir. And this is what was being celebrated. So you saw children who who were saying that Prime Minister Modi is their inspiration. Are they government employees? You were seeing old people who could not even talk properly in Urdu, who are, who probably don't even know English. Are they government employees? You saw women of self-help groups, thronging to the event. By foot, are they government employees? So I think we should, see, I was also an activist, and in my activist days, we've also done this whole cherry picking of narratives and all of that. It's all fine. It's all youthful zest, and all of that is fine. But I think some things are beyond politics, and some things are, they are of national importance. And this Prime Minister's visit, you might have seen people saying that, it's not about, we're not waiting for a package. There was a woman from Pulwama who said, I want to meet the Prime Minister and I want to, मैं उनको वो जो रुकियों की माला होती है जो यहाँ दूल्हे को पहनाते हैं, मैं उनको 1 लाख रुपए की माला पहनाना चाहती हूँ. This is beyond, she's not a BJP member, she's not a government employee. So this is the kind of enthusiasm, because why mothers? Why do you see women? There are mothers who thank the Prime Minister for, for the fact that their sons are not dying anymore, the fact that their sons are going towards separatism or extremism, the fact that we hope, there were restrictions for 4 years and whatever, that's fine. 4 years is a very short period in the history of a nation. It's been 75 years since our independence, and it was a matter of shame that even now these issues were, like Kashmir was still booming.
Yes.
So we have taken 4 years and they've said things right. We should not, there is a trust that Prime Minister Modi has built even among his bitterest critics. And today, when we say statehood, I would say there are bigger minds out there. There is the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, who I think the nation is in very capable hands. And I think we've amply demonstrated that.
All right.
And one word, there is still, we should not forget when we talk about statehood and elections and all of that, we can put them on our wish list. And I hope that the Prime Minister will fulfill. But we still have terrorism, and we have targeted.
All right. Shaila, we'll continue this conversation because I'm sure there will be many more visits of the Prime Minister in the run-up to elections. So let's see the response. The response, of course, that he got today was of great enthusiasm, one which showed trust that is there between, or an effort that is being made by the government to build trust with people of Kashmir. Shaila Rashid, Saima, Farhana, Sajid, Amit Raina and Sarfaraz Wani, thank you so much for joining us.